Good morning. Well, it's morning time for me. It is Tuesday, April 12th at 8 a.m. I'm in Okeechobee, Florida, getting ready to go and mine Rucks Pit. So, welcome to my little web channel, Mining America. Yay! I'm your guy. So, out here in Okeechobee, Florida in 2002, there were some calcite crystals found inside of clam shells and oyster shells, and some fossils. So that's what I'm out here to dig today. It costs $65 a day to dig at Rucks Pit. Might be 60, I think it's 65. Like I said, it's in Okeechobee, Florida. Out here it is nothing but cow country and farm country in this specific area of Florida. I'm looking around, but all I can see around me are fields and, you know, orange trees off over here, swamp back over there, some corn off in the distance. But hopefully we're gonna have a great day, and by the end of it I'll do a much better finishing and final video than I did on the one for the Twin Creeks mine. I'll definitely give you a full review on how hard it is to actually find stuff at Rucks Pit through their tailings. The actual pit is not open to mining anymore, just the tailings. They bring tailings across the street now. That's what I've heard, at least. So we shall see. I mean, that's probably mining going on behind me. This is Rucks Pit. You drive up this road, you park at this building. Over here is an old playground. See if I get this camera angle right. I'm carrying a tripod, so forgive me. These are the piles. It's tailings, but there's plenty to be found inside of these tailings. Basically, down to that fence is where you can dig inside of these piles anywhere you want. Hoses are set up right here along a center line, and piles are set on either side where the hose is. Now, there's nothing easy about this, and I'll go into that in a little bit. So this is Rucks Pit. So my overall review of Rucks Pit is I give it pretty much for rock hounds a 5-on-5, and for families a 3 out of 5. It's good, but you have to be prepared. You need to bring plenty of sunscreen. This is a cool day for the area of Florida I'm in a temperate time of the year, and it is blisteringly hot. I've put sunblock on my face 6 times a day, and I'm still getting sunburnt. There are fire ants to contend with. You'll find them as you're digging around. There are some wasps flying around. There's no true amenities except for a bathroom. So you need to bring anything that you want, but you know, if you're a real rock hound, you're used to that sort of thing. If you bring anything, make sure you take it out with you, all your trash too. Pretty much the camping rules. But I've had a ton of luck today. I mean, I've found all kinds of stuff. I have not found a $1,500 piece in and of itself, and the job has not been quite as easy as what I saw on, you know, somebody else's YouTube channel, but it's definitely worth the adventure, and it's worth the price. And I'll move the camera over here in a second and give you a little preview, and maybe we'll find something on film in about 5 minutes, because I really don't like watching dead air of me working any longer than about 5 minutes and putting it online, because it's fucking boring. So, see you in a second. So I've been working on this pit pretty much all day. I've found plenty of stuff surface digging, and I dug in a couple other small areas, but most of the stuff I've pulled out has generally been in this vicinity and out of this pile right here.
for me so far, the most important tools I've needed are my rubber-coated gloves, which are sitting over there soaking wet. A hammer and chisel has been very good. I pulled about a $150 specimen out of a stone using that. And a potato rake. Your lawn and garden section at hopefully a hardware store near you for about 15 bucks. These have been, the potato rake especially has been crucial for the day. So it sounds simple. You know, take a section, get it wet, and start pulling stuff out and keep getting it wet. It always sounds simple until you're doing it in what is only probably 80-degree weather right now, April 12th, but in 2 months it's going to be 100+ degree weather, and there's probably going to be more people out here. I bet you it's hell right about then, which in May I plan on being in Nevada, and that's probably going to be 100 degrees, so that's going to be hell too. So what I do is I spray it and move stuff while I'm spraying the ground. I don't even think you can probably hear me over that water, huh? And then see stuff like that, pick it up because there's a score right there. Let me get behind the camera, I can see what you can see. That is a piece of shell with calcite and some of the earth zone concrete right there. So we found one piece, it only took a couple of minutes. Obviously, the bigger pieces that you get, the more shells with calcite that are on them, the more valuable the specimen's going to be. If you could hear any of that. Is any of this even in camera shot? I can't tell. You know, it's not too often that you'll be mining at a fee place where you get to dig in the tailings by itself and have a water hose. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. It makes it much different from finding this than finding other minerals where you basically have your eyes in the sun, and if you're lucky and you brought something, a spray bottle. Now while I'm working up here, I just looked down and saw this sitting in the ground, just looking up at me. Probably got moved earlier by some of my other digging. Nice little piece of shell and calcite. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm making it look way easier than it actually is right now. I've dug a lot in order to get to a point to where stuff's coming out like that, and I'm seeing stuff around me that I've moved that I can end up just spraying and finding pieces in. So it is, on the level of mentality, extremely simple. On the level of work, if it's going to be warm out at all, it's not going to be that simple. It's central southern Florida. It's hot down here. So it's 5 o'clock and I'm sunburnt. I'm tired, I'm having muscle spasms because I didn't bring enough bananas or potassium. And I have a headache from not drinking enough water or bringing any Gatorade. So make sure you do that when you come out here, especially if it's not going to be these mild and mildly humid temperatures that it usually is in Florida. So I give this place a 10 for the serious rock hound, somebody that wants to do some real work and possibly find some really cool stuff, because right at the end of there I found a couple of really amazing pieces. This is one of them. It's a pretty cool one, whole shell. And let me see if I can find the other one. Where is it? Here it is. So it's the whole shell. And then I don't know if you can see with the, see, it's got a, it's a shell geode, man. So that's my other pretty awesome find. But if you look at the table, there is a ton of stuff on there. I would say I way more than paid for my gas and the travel expenses, especially since I sleep in my car most of the time. And the pain in the ass was worth it. So I think Rucks Pit is awesome, but like any other mining area, it's extreme. They're all extreme. They're all in places you don't want to be at, temperatures that you don't want to be in, doing work that no normal person wants to do. So come to Rucks Pit. So this was one day for a $60 fee, an 8-hour ride, no hotel room yet until tonight. And I came out with some amazing specimens at Rucks Pit. From what I understand, the only place in the world that you can dig for these kinds of crystals inside of seashells. And I got some cool ass calcite in some seashells. I worked my ass off. I'm sunburnt, my head hurts, and I'm dehydrated, and I'm ready for a real meal. Peace. Love you.